What's up, everyone? Coming 101 here, DJ Asaburn. Welcome to Dark Rainbow. Okay, so we all heard the story what happened with the Ninja Turtle stuff. If you haven't already heard, here's the news. If you want to fast forward to the toys, feel free, because we're going to do like the movie ones, and these are really weird, like really weird, including when it comes to my collection and everything. When it comes to turtles, this is kind of weird for a reason. So, news number one, they canceled the cartoon, the Ninja Turtle Nickelodeon. I know a lot of people are like, yeah, it's good because it sucked. I would have to say it's 10 times better than Rise Up, because that was the worst one ever. That Rise one was worse. I rather watch Ninja Turtles 3 and Next Mutation to deal with Rise Up. That's just my opinion. Don't get all pissed. But yeah, they canceled Tales of the TMNT. I don't know why, but supposedly they're going to get us a second series, and after that, gone. Which sucks, because if you haven't seen a trailer for the new one, they actually have Hobbs. If you remember that from the comic book, where he collect a whole bunch of mutants and make a mutant army. Yeah, the old cat is Hobbs, and he's going to be in the series too. And from what I saw, that they're going to release Slash in their own version, which I hope, God, I hope they actually release those toys soon before they cancel it. So, if you've been around toys, collectors, and all that stuff, and knowing the pattern, when they come out with toys or whatever, and they get canceled, that becomes right off the shelf. Like, look at what they did with I think it was a Thundercats 2010 one. The comic book and the cartoon was fantastic. It was beautiful, well done, but they canceled it because of the toy that sucked. It was really horrible play set and everything, so they canceled the toy, so therefore they canceled the show, which is stupid. Like, come on, guys. We've been through this so many years. Go to maybe Playmates. Maybe they'll make your toys better. I don't know. Suppose they're going to make a new Thundercats. But, off topic. Yeah, so the cartoon has been canceled, and we all know what's going to happen again. They're probably going to take everything off the shelf and ship it back, right? So if I were you, and if you remember what happened to Rise of the Turtles, you better start collecting those figures, because I got a few figures. I may not open them, because you never know when you're going to see them again. Maybe you might find them at the flea market, swamp meet, whatever. But yeah, start collecting the TMNT Tales of Turtles, whatever. Just start getting them. That's the best. That's the best I could give you, is start collecting them before they're off the shelf. Now the problem is, my question always answering me is, if the Tales of the TMNT is going to be off the shelf, what's going to happen with the reissue ones? Because they're not TMNT Tales of, you know what I mean? So, are we going to continue selling those? And the worst thing of the news is the fact they're going to cancel our rated R Ninja Turtles. Like for once, we're actually going to get a rated R Ninja Turtles movie, live action. It's not going to be done by Michael Bay, thank God. But they cancel it because Paramount, that goofy little guy, said that we're going to cancel it and to make another live action Turtles. Now, they didn't say like, oh, we're going to put this on hold while we make the other one. No, that's not what I read. I read that they're going to cancel the rated R to make a friendly Ninja Turtle movie. I want to say this. Us real old school Ninja Turtle fans have been around since the 80s and 90s. For God's sake, give us the rated R for the first time ever. Because Ninja Turtles didn't start off friendly and all that other crap. It was violent, dark. Just make us a Ninja Turtle show or movie for the older fans, your true fans. Why is that so difficult? Because the kids are going to love. Who cares? I'm sorry to say, but who cares? Us fans who's been kids from the beginning, still collecting today, we want our rated R Ninja Turtle movie. Like, do something for us. Again, Ninja Turtle was not meant for kids. So if you want to go read the old comic book, Paramount, you know, read the old comics and see why we're saying this. Why we're all extremely pissed that you cancel R-rated R. I mean, yes, it's not going to follow the original story. It's going to follow the, or, you know, I don't want to say it because it'd be a spoiler for some people who haven't read the new comics. But it did save the finance of the Ninja Turtles. And they cancel it. Stupid. Very stupid. So those two happened. Something else happened. I can't remember what something else happened. I can't remember what it was. But anyways, so that's pretty much what happened. The cartoon canceled. Movie R is canceled to make a friendly, happy Ninja Turtles. Come on, guys. Who cares about the kids? I mean, seriously. Give them what they want, yes, but give us what we want as well. We're some of us are in our 30s, 40s, now in our 50s. You know, we're all grown ups. We're all adults here. You know, once we see a Ninja Turtle rated R, I'm pretty sure the parents will be like, we can't show this to the kids. But for us, who've been collecting for many years, give us what we want. Please. Give us what we want. I mean, the closer we got with the Michael Bay one, we're actually doing some sort of violence, kind of like. Why is it so difficult? Anyways, 6 minutes, Jesus. Sorry about that. So today I decided I was going to do this because I don't think I did this on the old channel, but these were actually the Michael Bay Ninja Turtle toys, and they were extremely weird. Now I can't find their accessory because it's in the pile of my accessories, and we'll be here forever because the sun's about to go down, and I like to use the light from outside to use as for the camera so you can see me. But we got a pirate one as well, Michelangelo. And it comes with a hook and a bird that never stayed on right. And then you got Leonardo, disguise. Now, the idea of the design for it was actually kind of cool. I mean, this was kind of weird, but I had it hanging on my ceiling. Look at that. There's a button right here, and it opens up his arm. Not the greatest, but it opens his arms. And I would have to say, again, the design was actually really good with these ones. The bad thing of always that Raphael and they never make weapon holders because it wasn't in the movie. Who gives a crap, right? That's what they say. Who gives a crap? But it would have been nice if they actually just say, screw it, we're going to put some weapon holders on there so we could actually have their accessory together. But they nah, it wasn't like that in the movie. But again, now I looked online to see what they are all costing, and I've been seeing that Raphael is like, I saw one just for $60 open. Michelangelo was like 30, 35. Leonardo was up to like $65 on eBay and all that. So again, there's, like I said, I keep saying it over and over, there is a reason why these are very weird when it comes to Playmates toys, because whoever designed these turtle toys, to me, I could be wrong. If you were watching these or your creations that you made, you obviously have not any idea about turtles, because if you look closer, Leo has some extra fingers. I looked over here. Raph doesn't have 2 toes, 3 fingers. But Leo actually have 1, 2, 3, 4 fingers. Now, was this an extra toy that he actually took off? Did you actually thought maybe... Did you actually never read Ninja Turtles and notice that it's supposed to have 3 fingers instead of 4 or 5 or whatever? Now, if I was just starting to get into Ninja Turtles for the first time ever, and I came across this, I would think this is a bootleg. But it's not a bootleg. This is actually from Playmates Toys. And again, Playmates don't really double check before they release the mold. Like, okay, this looks good. Let's release it. Because I guarantee it, they would have caught those extra fingers and realizing we need to take an extra finger off. So again, if these are your creation of your mold or whatever, please tell us a video or put your comments down below of why Leonardo has an extra finger. However, you know how Turtles of Playmates company is. They do something they mess up on, or they didn't have enough money to paint or whatever, and then like the next series they come out, they fix the problem, or they actually add an extra paint job to it, or they change the paint job. That's what they're known for. But my question for you guys, if you own this Leonardo right here, do you have the extra fingers or do you not have the extra fingers? Because I would try to look online and they all have the extra fingers. So I guess they didn't really care to fix it. But I've been dying to do this review for a while. So again, what's the story behind this? All right, so let's do up and close and show you what it looks like. All right, let's start with Raphael first before we get to that weird one. So again, it's just your basic turtle looking thing, and like I said, I had them hanging on my ceiling and everything. So if you notice anything like a different paint job or whatnot, feel free to show me your video or your pictures. Tag me along so we can see them. But I like the fact they actually have like the straps a little bit hanging out on their feet. And I cannot even show you the inside. Like as if they're going to build something underneath this thing, but you can't really see too well. But yeah, like I said before, these are actually legit toys from Playmates. They've been screwing up because I'm glad they actually put Donatello with his glasses on in the original Donatello. If you remember, they didn't do it because Paramount didn't want that. Seriously, Paramount does not want a toy of Donatello with glasses on, which is absolutely stupid. Anyway, so yeah, it's so dusty because, like I said, I had them hanging on the ceiling. But that little button right here just opens up. The arms. No, this was not in the movie, so take a good look at them. I thought it was pretty cool. So when I saw it, I was like, ooh, I gotta get these. And typical movements on the arms. You can't really move the shoulder part forwards, just up and down, but you can move the elbow. And yeah, just the elbow. I thought you could move the arm, wrist part, but nope. It kind of got a little sloppy with the paint job under the arm, but it's not as bad as we've seen before. I don't know why my camera's doing that. But yeah. Alright, there's Raphael. Let's do Michelangelo. Dressed as a pirate, which never happened in the movie, but it's still pretty good. Yeah, put a parrot right here, and then his giant hook that he put his hands on. And again, it's just the same mold from the movie. It's just added on stuff to it. The suit is actually quite rubber. So is the belt, but be careful trying to take them out because you don't want to rip that. No pirate shoes with no boots on, so yeah, like they didn't even paint this piece or anything like that. They're just like, hey, just put this on them. Little bandana part, sunglasses underneath. It's underneath it. They didn't paint that because you know you're not going to be able to see it. But they gave him this extra piece right here, even though his bandana is right there. See that right here, the little bandana. And there's this piece, like the pirates on their hair, the rings and all that stuff. But you know, the arms is good. You can actually move it forward. Movements on the attached right there on the elbow and the hand. Good job on that. Leg, same thing, just movement. They didn't paint that piece right there, so if you have one, this Michelangelo is your little hook thing for their leg. Is it actually painted black or is it actually painted orange? You can move it at the, oh yeah, there you go. You can move it at the kneecaps. Here's your Shrek, before we used to make fun of it. As you can see, also their paint job is just sloppy. He's got a little extra paint around the arm. I'm surprised they actually painted these, because you know how they are. Try my camera stop doing it. Just, you know, when you had to stand them up, it's actually quite good. Sometimes you don't have to worry about them falling over. As you can see, it's legit. I think it was like 2014, 2015, one of those things. Now, the last but not least, and yes, I know, they didn't make a Donatello. Because they, like, what did Playmate say? Donatello is no one's favorite. They don't make money off of Donatello. So if you have to get a Donatello one, or they're going to make a Donatello, it would be a double pack, 4-pack, 3-packs, and everything, so that you could buy the other one with Donatello, which is absolutely horse crap. But again, there's this extra finger. And again, if you guys have the other one with 3 fingers, please tell me so I can keep my eyes open for that. But again, they just released it. He looks pretty cool. 2 different shoes. A little hat, hair, or... I don't know. I mean, I thought it was kind of goofy they actually did that part. Like, just poke a hole so you could put your bandana through it. I thought that was kind of goofy, but not complaining, not complaining. At least you could hold Leonardo's sword, while compared to the other people, the other turtles, they don't. And it's being held up by a chain, which is actually surprising. They actually paint that actual silver instead of gray. The hood part is actually still plastic, not rubber. I thought, to me, again, here we go. To me, I think Leonardo looks like the coolest one of all of them. I mean, the Pirate Mikey, it's okay. Raphael with his little squirrel suit, it's okay. This one is actually my favorite. So, in case you're curious, I don't know if you can see that. Oh, there we go. And as you can see, so the reason why I'm showing this to you is so that you actually see that this is legit. This isn't fake. This isn't a bootleg. This is actually from the Paramount / Playmates company. And Paramount cannot deliver cannot deliver it or send it right, because look at, I'm going to do a Technodrome after this, not the old Technodrome, the real Technodrome. I'm going to show you the goofy movie version, because they did not add the eyeball to the toy. Like, they're supposed to send all the information, the artwork of it, how it's going to look, but no, they sent the movie clips to him probably, and realizing that there's no eyeball on top of it, so they don't need to make an eyeball. Yeah, so it's not a Technodrome if you don't have the eyeball on a toy. That's just my opinion. But Raphael is kind of difficult to hold on, because he don't bend very well. Oh, I think I got him. And Mikey. Okay. And then Leo. I think. Like I said, I still think Leonardo looks the best when it comes to the disguise figure. Now, I could be wrong, and I may have forgotten about it, but there was a deluxe box. I swear to God, I didn't dream it. If I did, holy crap, I should have done it. But there was the deluxe box of all 3 of them come together, but I bought them separate because it was hard to find them when it comes to the double packs, triple pack, whatever. But yeah, like I said, these were very random, very weird to see, and of course, it pisses us off that we didn't get a Donatello one in disguise. Because again, Playmates thinks they don't make money off of Donatello, which I know a lot of Donatello fans, and I'm a Donatello fan too. And Donatello was my very first Ninja Turtle toy since I was a kid back in the 80s yeah. But Playmates, you're dead wrong. You may see the scoreboard, whatever, but I'm going to tell you, there's a lot of Donatello fans out there. And they were doing this all the way through from 2012-ish all the way to the end. They will not release a Donatello figure because they don't want to waste money on the mold. I mean, you can't just buy a Ninja Turtle toy and not have all four. It's just not, that doesn't feel right. It's like buying a Bebop Rocksteady figure, but you can only release Bebop. Where's Rocksteady? You gotta release them at the same time. There is no Bebop without Rocksteady, and there's no Rocksteady without Bebop. No Toka without Razar. No Razar without Toka. You know, you just can't do that. But again, they are doing pretty good with the release of Donatello in this series. There is one with a looks like a battle armed turtles with white eyes, which that's what we need. It's white eyes, not this whole pupil built into it, because we don't want to scare the kids. If your kids is you know, can't handle spooky things or whatever, there's something wrong here. Just absolutely wrong. But I think that they should continue with it. I mean, if you guys, if Paramount's gonna bring out another Ninja Turtle cartoon where they're actually close to the comic book, close to like mixed with the 80s / 2003 / 2012, okay, I'll be okay with it. But as far as right now, I just surprised they actually went through series, or they're coming out with series 2, because they usually just end at series 1. They're like, no, what? You're not making money. This is not popular. We don't like this. Blah blah. But oh, that was the other thing. I guess they will release the second movie where we get to see Chrome Dome, supposedly, and it's a Christmas special one, which is kind of. But yeah, they're gonna release those toys from the movie when they made toys out of them. That's the reason why the whole purpose behind this second movie is because they looked on TV and saw that they made a Ninja Turtle toy out of themselves. Looks like bootlegs, but they actually come with the actual bootleg looking thing with the actual figure. It's a double pack. Looks pretty cool. I would love to get my hands on that as well if they fully release it, because sometimes people get them and it's already too late, and they make it to Denver, Colorado, which sucks. They did it before with me. But these were absolutely weird because the turtles have white eyes and Michelangelo had painted eyes. I don't understand why you guys couldn't paint his eyes white. It is very weird design, but not bad. But I still cannot get over the Leonardo with 4 fingers. Like, I don't know, what do you guys think? Put your comments down below and tell me what you guys think about this. Like, is this your first time seeing these figures? Like, you didn't know this even exists? I actually found these ones at, I think it was at Walmart. I couldn't find a card because I saved a card, 2 of them. Maybe I'll do a part 2 with the weapons on. I don't know. We'll see. But yeah, I just saw these and it threw me off track because I had an idea who I want to buy next, and then these popped out behind it. I think I still have the video of me toy hunting for these. I'll try post them up. I think I do. But again, these were absolutely it literally threw me off. Like, I didn't expect to see these. So again, put your comments down below. If you notice anything different, again, maybe you have a natural 3-finger Leonardo, and then you can put it down, prove it to me. Don't just say you have it, but also prove to me so we could go out and buy it. So we actually have 2 different prints of the Leonardo. Yes, I am those types of people. But if he maybe a white out Michelangelo, or maybe his orange is a little bit lighter or darker, or I don't know, something that looks different. Maybe Raphael goggles are painted different. Maybe it's brown instead of black. You don't know. So put your comments down below. Please push the like button. It helps the channel, and it actually, it just helps the channel. I should have how to explain that, but yeah, push the like button if it does help. If you haven't already, please push the the subscribe channel. Just subscribe to this channel. This is the brand new one ish, and push that little bell on top so you, if anything I have posts on this channel, you will know right away. Like my DJing videos, or maybe my solo band videos, or maybe a live show, or more turtle toys, or whatever. I got, like I said, I got a lot to go. I got a big list of toys I want to review, and some of them, again, some won't be a Ninja Turtles. They're going to be different toys. But as far as right now, I just hope you guys enjoy this video that I just showed you. Yeah, comments down below. I'm pretty sure some of you did not know this even exists, or maybe you've forgotten it. I mean, it did come out in 2015. This is this Ninja Turtles 2 version of Michael Bay. Like I said, I gotta say, the Leonardo, even though he has 4 fingers, I had to say that design is actually one of my favorite ones when it comes to this series. So again, comments, like, subscribe, push the bell button thingy, whatever. To be continued, guys, and remember, they canceled the cartoon, and they definitely canceled the rated R movie. So if I were you, this is just me, if I were you, go out and buy those toys, and you may never see those toys ever again, or maybe you might find it somewhere else, but you bought them from cheap from the store, because you know people are going to price them up sky high because they're cancel toys. But again, thank you again for watching. I've been very busy, and I'm glad we actually put a new toy review up finally. To be continued, guys. Thank you 1,000 times for subscribing and supporting all that fun stuff. To be continued. Thank you for watching, and happy hunting, everyone. See you later.